Hey Plant Fam! Thanks for joining me tonight. I just got off of my live on Facebook, so I thought I'd jump over here and show you some of the plants that I was showing everybody tonight. Some of them I have some beautiful variegation on. I am getting in new plants next week, so I was trying to move around a bunch of plants today and reorganize my shelves. It was ridiculous. As you can see, it's crammed in the back, and I got shelves over here that are crammed up. So there's just so many things going on. Thanks for joining me tonight. Let me know if you do have any plant questions. I do have a degree in science and I go to school for agriculture and horticulture, as well as I have been growing plants for over 17 years. Long time spent with the plants, as you can tell. Got lots of them in the background. So just let me know. I am going to show you some of the plants. This is a Hoya Wayeti, I'm pretty sure. It has beautiful sun stressing as well as black edged leaves. See those little edging, the black edge on those. I love the Hoyas. They were one of my first loves because, I don't know, you know, they were so hyped up during COVID, and I fell in love with them when they were hyped up and expensive. They used to be so expensive, the Hoyas. Oh my god, y'all, for real. Look at this beautiful one. I don't know if you can tell from the lighting, but it does, the new growth comes out pink. And then it fades to the white and the green. Very beautiful. These do vine out. I have another Hoya. This is a Hoya Splash. So cool. Look at this beautiful sunstress that it came out. That beautiful black leaf. Oh god, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. The brighter light you give these, the more that they will show that sunstress or blushing. Oh, I love that. This one also has really started showing some beautiful coloration with the sun stressor. These are Hoyas. Love the little black edging that it also has here. Oh, love these. The Hoyas were one of my first loves. Unfortunately, I fell in love with them when they were hyped up during like COVID and very expensive. This is a Carnosa albo, and it has, I don't know if you can see in the lighting, but very beautiful pink foliage, and then it fades to like white. Oh. But like I said, you know, they were one of my first loves because they vine out and they're really easy to grow. They tolerate neglect, which if you have a personal collection, you definitely won't. I have one of these beautiful blooming calanchas. These really do bloom and last forever. So if you're looking for a plant to keep inside that will bloom inside as well, you do want to check out the calanchos. Now, after they bloom, you can cut them back and just treat them as a succulent. They don't like bright direct light. Bright indirect light does them well, especially if you're keeping them under some grow lights. That will help them bloom again. But oh, I love these. I have them in a few different colors, but the yellow ones are blooming right now. I try to always keep something in bloom, whether it's in my yard or in my house. Just makes me feel better. This is a pet friendly option that's really popular, and I always say that she's beautiful from every side. She has no bad angles. Lucky her. Like I said, pet friendly, because, you know, a lot of my customers need to know that. They've got some nibblers, and just so beautiful. Now, they can be a little dramatic, a little picky, but somebody that beautiful, you know you're gonna get a little bit of drama, you know it. I had another strawberry begonia that I was showing tonight. Now, if you like the strings of things, like the string of hearts, and, you know, string of pearls and everything. Look at this beautiful variegated string of hearts that I had on my other live tonight. If you like the string of things but you have a hard time with them, try out a strawberry begonia because they have these little string of things. Look at these little babies down here. You can propagate them very easily. I just, you know, dust them on top of some soil. I like to do my props in soil, but I've also been growing plants for like 17 years. I have a degree in science, and I go to school for agricultural and horticultural science currently for my bachelor's. So like I said, plants all the time. I just prop them into soil because it takes less time for me, but I did water forever. That's how I learned to prop, really, just pinching anything and putting it in water, just trying it, and changing the water because that helps a lot. But that's how I got started into plants 17 years ago, and I'm so happy that I did. This is like a vintage, normally kind of called and referred to a vintage spider plant. A lot of the common ones that you see will be variegated down the middle or on the sides, and this one was kind of popular in the 60s and 70s according to one of my professors when we studied like vintage or plants that were popular in past decades. And I really like the green ones, and they kind of are hard to find unless you got it from your grandma or you got it from a rare plant collector like me, I guess. It's not necessarily rare, it's just like you can't find them a lot. And you know, to be honest with you, I did get it from an older cleaning lady at one of my previous jobs, and she was very strange, but she gave me plants, and you can't go wrong with that. Even though she was strange and not in a good way, I'm good with strange in a good way. These are beautiful Brazil philodendrons. One that you must have if you're not good with plants, but you want something pretty with some different type of foliage. They're very easy. They grow similar to pothos. Those, and this is a silver Ann that just had beautiful foliage tonight. It just was banging, so I had to bring it out and show it. You know, when you're beautiful like that, you just need to be shown off a little bit. A network calathea. Now these are another one that can be a little feisty, but I mean, look at the foliage, guys. If it's that beautiful and intricate, you're gonna have to let it be a little feisty. These are pet friendly, always good to have. I've sold them a lot to people who are making like snake terrain, enclosures for animals. Sorry, I've been chatting plants a lot tonight, so I think this is like my third live. If I get tripped up on some words, y'all are just gonna have to forgive me. It's been a long day. I'll be in here with some plants, y'all. It'd be all day with the plants. So when I start actually saying words out loud, they might not sound right anymore. This is a beautiful variegated syngonium. So if you're really into variegated plants but you're a beginner, I really recommend these. They're pretty low cost these days. They keep their variegation pretty well, and they're pretty easy to grow as well as propagate, because you know we always love to propagate. Look how beautiful that is. I got some new like white leaf. That's like an all white leaf coming in. And you don't have to worry as much on those if you get some all white leaves coming out. That's been under some grow light, so it's been getting some really strong light. And it has been pushing it to just be popping. Thanks guys for joining me tonight. I'm just showing you guys some of the plants I pulled out. I've been rearranging my shelves because I'm getting some new plants in and I need the space. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got some expos at the end of the month, so I had no choice really. It's a struggle. This beauty has been under a grow light as well, and that's why its new leaf is popping. These rubber trees are very easy to grow as well if you like something that is variegated and easy and that doesn't break the bank. These are ones that you want to look into. Let's see what else did I bring out to show y'all tonight. I don't know. I mean, there's so many plants in here. I only pulled out a few. Monstera Peru is great. I kind of rhymed. These are great. They don't get as big as the Delosias, so that's great if you're living in an apartment. A lot of my customers have to keep space in mine. I keep space in mine too, but it never works out because I keep bringing them back home and getting more and bigger ones and keeping some for my personal. If I stopped keeping them for my personal collection, it'd probably go a lot better for me. But right now I got like 3 citronella up there, and I don't even know why, but they're just still hanging on. I was surprised that they actually made it when I brought them in. Oh, they would drop a lot of leaves. I'd show them to you, but they're huge and I can't get them off the shelf up there. Beautiful Monstera Peru, vines out, great texture. I have one in my living room. It goes from the top to down to the bottom. I just love it. I love it. Another syngonium that's really, she's pretty from the back. From the front she ain't bad. She's my favorite from the back. Love that beautiful red color. Very easy to grow as well. I've got a larger one hanging of one of my personal ones. That's just a prop that I had pulled out to show you guys tonight. And then I do want to show you this giant Pearls and Jade pothos. It's another one that you want to get if you like variegated plants, but you don't like a lot of the hassle. These are great, always great for office plants. You can't go wrong. Even people who don't really like plants, I find, will tolerate some pothos. It's like they expect to have to go somewhere that pothos are. This is like an 8-inch hanging basket. It's got some hair growing out here. And then I will show you lastly my silver stripe philodendron. Beautiful viney cream slashes. Also in an 8-inch. Big babies. I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. I'm going to be doing a Q&A soon, so I hope you will join me for that. Make sure to follow me so that you will be able to pop up and ask the plant lady all of your questions. Have a good night.